You're debuting the F-150, the new version, as well as a return of the Bronco. You've done that before, but this time it's for Wall Street, and it's in New York. So, Tim, give us some sense about the economic effects to Ford of this new version of the F-150 and the return of the Bronco.
Thanks for having me. I just want to mention that we have taken off our masks, and we are appropriately social distance here. We've been really focused on safety, not only in our plants as we return to work, but also in our communities. And we're well positioned as a result to launch these new vehicles, the F-150 and the new Bronco starting this fourth quarter. And the economic impact for Ford is meaningful. The F-150 is our most profitable, highest volume vehicle that we sell. And it's actually America's best-selling, F-Series is America's best-selling vehicle for 43 years. The F-150 itself is America's best-selling vehicle for 38 years among all types of vehicles. And it's something we think customers are going to find really compelling with the new features that we have and the new productivity and the new built tough features, such as an in-cab 180-degree reclining seats. We have an in-cab work surface and an onboard generator option as well.
What about the return of the Bronco? Because you have relied on the F-150 for quite a few years, both in terms of revenue and in terms of profit margin. What do you hope to get out of the Bronco?
Well, we're introducing a Bronco family to our customers, and we hope to get a great deal of customer receptivity to these new vehicles. And we've seen that. We have over 165,000 reservations thus far. And we think customers are finding great value and great features in this Bronco family. The Bronco Sport is launching in this fourth quarter. The two-door and four-door are launching in the first half of 2021. And what customers are going to find is not only, again, great value, but also best-in-class ground clearance, a safari-style roof experience, as well as a great deal of technology and connectivity services such as trail maps and a community for enthusiasts. So we're real excited about what we're bringing for customers, and we're actually having the reservations be beyond our most optimistic expectations. So now we're out trying to increase our production capability.
Tim, as you say, the Ford Motor Company has really gotten an awful lot out of the Ford F-150 pickup truck. Is there a product mix issue here? Is this sort of a diversification? Do you hope in success a year from now to have a higher percentage of your revenue and profits coming out of the Bronco so you're not as reliant on the F-150?
This is part of our strategy to freshen our product portfolio, take a human-centered design approach, and offer a compelling set of vehicles for our customers for them to choose. They're going to provide great value and a great selection, whether it be the F-150, whether it be the Bronco or the new Mustang Mach-E, as well as for commercial vehicle customers, the Transit. So what we're doing is we're innovating on behalf of our customers, taking a human-centered design approach, and we'll let customers then decide which of these compelling vehicles best suits their needs. But we have a great portfolio now for our customers.
Give us a sense, Tim, if you would, of the demand on the one hand and the supply on the other for the F-150, the new F-150 and the Bronco. Can you produce enough? Is there enough demand to really ask for the vehicles?
Well, the demand has continued to be very strong for the F-150, even the one that we're going to be transitioning from. It gained share last quarter. The new F-150, the 2021 model, is going to be more tough, more productive for our customers. The Bronco has over 165,000 reservations already. And so we're now working hard from a production standpoint to supply even more Broncos for our customers and more quickly. It's beyond our most optimistic expectations before we launch. We're really excited to deliver that for our customers.
Tim, what visibility do you have into the U.S. consumer at this point? I mean, you're dealing with consumers day in and day out, and it strikes me somewhat different group of consumers, the F-150, more for the trade, more for the construction business, things like that, and the Bronco presumably more for regular consumers, families. What are you seeing in terms of demand and ability to pay?
Like everyone, we've been impacted from a demand standpoint. But as you said, our commercial vehicle customers these vehicles are for the livelihood. So the new F-150 we think is going to increase productivity. It's got 180-degree reclining seats, it has a new work surface, and it has an onboard generator option. From a demand standpoint, we're optimistic, cautiously optimistic, because the future certainly is still uncertain. From a Bronco standpoint, this is a new vehicle. We're introducing a new family for our customers, and the response thus far has been beyond our expectations, as I mentioned, and over 165,000 reservations. So as we look out we're cautiously optimistic from an economy standpoint. We're well positioned to deliver for our customers operationally and with fantastic new products that are taking a human-centered design approach.
There are a lot of Americans across the country really who are feeling the pinch economically, in part because of unemployment, things like that. Are you seeing an upsurge in the demand for used vehicles versus new vehicles? Is it putting downward pressure on the new vehicle demand?
We've seen strong demand for our vehicles. I think when you look at our vehicles, we're providing great value. So as customers make assessments of how to best transport themselves and maybe move from public transportation perhaps to single car ownership again, we have a portfolio of vehicles, SUVs, trucks, we provide great value, and there are many different choices for customers in all economic circumstances to have a fantastic experience at a great value. And we're really optimistic for the new F-150, as I mentioned, as well as the Bronco, and the Mach-E for that matter, all electric vehicle. And we're going to be electrifying many of our vehicles over time.
So finally, it's early going, you have a transition going at the top, the CEO there. Are you seeing any indication yet of where the new CEO is likely to go?
Well, this is the right time for a transition for Ford. Bill Ford and the board made that decision over the last few weeks, and Jim Hackett has been really importantly modernizing Ford, helping us with our transformation, and including our human-centered design approach. And Jim Farley has the opportunity to bring his 30 years of auto industry experience and continue that transformation and accelerate it, continue that human-centered design approach to deliver fantastic vehicles and services for our customers.